Hey guys, it's Starpia here, and today I'm going to look at the HLTV fantasy pages for the DreamHack Masters, both the US and the European division. This is for the HLTV CS Money League. So I'm going to start with the European division. So I'm going to do my predictions and then make myself a team. So the first match that we look at is Astralis and Heroic. So after these two, I obviously expect Astralis to take it. They have been looking on the upwards trajectory lately, but I'm not 100% sure what's going to happen with their roster, whether they're going to attend with Yugi or not, or they're going to attend with their normal 5-man roster. So I expect Astralis to win that match. Now we look to G2 and North. I'm just going to double check that these are best of ones or best of threes. The best of threes doesn't really change too much. G2 versus North. That just means Astralis and Heroic, that will be a 2-0 in Astralis' favour. Now if you look at G2 and North will be playing with a substitute because Kirby, as far as I understand, is undergoing some medical issues. So I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that name, but they have this man, Christo, something along those lines, to replace him. No matter how good he is, playing with a sub is obviously not the best, so that does present problems there. So I do expect G2 have been looking good lately. They're still on their run in Road to Rio at the moment. They just took down Vitality 2-1. So G2 are looking good. I expect a 2-0 in G2's favour. Now we turn our eyes to Group B, look at Mousesports and Complexity. I fully expect Mousesports to win that match, although Complexity can upset here with Blamev looking some stellar form lately, and even Obo's been looking on the upwards trajectory as well. So I'd say Mousesports would probably win it, but it'll be in 2-1 fashion. Now, Mad Lions versus Big. This one's going to be a tricky one because Big have been looking on and off lately, but they do have the potential to win this match, although Mad Lions have been consistent. So I expect Mad Lions to win it 2-1 again in Mad Lions' favour, although Big can win it if their individuals show up like we know they can. Fnatic vs Spirit, that's just a no-brainer. Fnatic 2-0, don't really need to talk too much about that one. FaZe and Godsent, again, what you would expect to be a very simple one as well, FaZe 2-0, even though Godsent does have some big playmakers, like Madden's been going off lately, Michael has been looking good again, Crystal's been looking good, so they do have some individuals who can step up, who can make these big plays, who can carry them over the line, although I just think FaZe are overall a better unit and have better individual players who have been stepping up when they need to. Vitality and NiP. Now, I know Vitality did beat NiP 2-1 in Road to Rio recently, but I do think NiP will take this 2-0. Now, why I think that is, NiP's, their homework and their research and mainly Threat doing all that stuff, the looking over mistakes and everything that Threat and NiP do, really will put them above Vitality, so I don't see Vitality being able to win that, because the mistakes and the way that Vitality beat NiP won't be happening again, because Threat and other individuals will be doing their homework and will be looking over that match. So I expect a 2-0 in NiP's favour. Now we look at Na'Vi and ENCE. So Na'Vi 2-0 in their favour, but there is a bit of a caveat with this one, that Na'Vi haven't been looking the best form. They got beaten by, can't remember who it was, Simon Gaming and Hard Legion, I think it was, in the CIS region of the Road to Rio. So Na'Vi have been looking a bit shaky lately, and ENCE have never been to their form when they dropped Alexi B. I think Slutty is now IGLing, so I'm giving him some time. I'm not sure how well that will go. He does have experience playing the scene. Don't think he's got any experience IGLing, so that's a bit of a problem there. But give him some time to see what happens. Alu's been playing well, so if Alu plays well and Na'Vi don't show up like they haven't in Road to Rio, I fully expect, if that's the case, ENCE will win it, but I fully expect them to regroup and show up and just be a 2-0 in for Na'Vi. Now let's look at the builder team for the European division. So obviously, first of all, we're going with Device, obvious pick as the AWPer for the team. Then if we're going to look towards like a, let's say more like a steady fragger, we're going to look towards flusha as our sort of stable player. I wouldn't put him as the star player, more of a consistent player. I'm not going to grab Simple. I'm going to instead grab Frozen. I'm going to put him as the star player of the team. Now we have 3,500 left. Now looking through these remaining choices, realistically you'd probably put a support and a IGL, but I'm not really sure that matters. So we're going to look towards Lekr0. I really think Lekr0's a good pick in this situation, just because he's undervalued clearly by the system and he's got good skills. Now it looks like my hand is forced with Crystal, but again that's not a bad choice. Crystal's a good individual player, so I'm going to submit this team. Now let's assign roles. So we have Device, obviously as the primary HLTV, work with me please. Our support player, we're going to move that to flusha. Our attacker, I don't even know what is attacker. Clutch King, we're going to move towards the Clutch King towards Lekr0. Leader, Crystal. Stat Hunter, what's left? Entry Fragger, Frozen as our main entry. And what else do we have? Camper, Defender, Headshot Machine, Noob, Multi-Fragger, that's all good. And then that will be the team. So now let's look over to the US division. So US division we have two groups, Group A and Group B. So Group A we've got Liquid versus Chaos. So in this situation I'd expect Liquid to take it. Chaos, they're not structured, they got some good individuals, but Liquid, they've been looking good again, they're finding some of their confidence, their players are stepping up again, so I fully expect Liquid to 2-0 Chaos. Now MRBR versus Furia. I'm not 100% sure what lineup MRBR are taking to DreamHack. I know they're looking at removing Miran, or Mayron, however you want to say it. He's been loaned out to another team, not sure what's happening in that situation. So, but either way, I do think Furia would 2-0 it. Furia's been in some good form recently. They've managed to take down MRBR in most of their previous meetings, so I fully expect Furia to 2-1 MRBR. Now, Evil Geniuses versus Cloud9. This may be an interesting prediction for this one, but I'm going to take Cloud9 2-0 to Evil Geniuses. So the reason why I expect Cloud9 to win it is their players, especially Floppy and Sonic, have been finding some form, really good form lately, especially in the road to Rio, and Evil Genius has looked flat ever since I'm a Pet left. They've been lacking that structure, they've been lacking just the individuals having the confidence to make plays, but that can change with the impact that Zeus will have within the team. Maybe this is enough time for Zeus to work his magic, maybe he needs longer, so it's unknown what that dynamic will be like. And 100 Thieves versus Gen G. I'm not 100% sure what's going to happen to this match. I expect 100 Thieves to take it, but I'm looking at it more a 2-1 fashion, simply because 100 Thieves, they haven't been playing well lately. Their structure's been slightly off. They haven't looked like they've come into their matches with a clear game plan, knowing what they're going to do, and they haven't been able to make adjustments to fit the teams they're playing. And I suppose that's mainly due to the fact that Kassad's left. I fully expect them to get I'm a Pet. Not sure if they'll get him before DreamHack starts, so that can be a bit of an issue there. With Gen G, with a full structure themselves, and individuals like Bentet, your Soms, stepping up, they can take it. But I do think your JKS, your Jakem, and even Azza to an extent, even Liaz, Grat not so much, can step up and really dominate the game. Grat has done it in a nuke against Evil Geniuses, especially on nuke, where he dropped I think about 20 something frags in regulation with only like 10 deaths. So it's just more likely that 100 Thieves individuals are going to step up than Gen.G is what I'm saying. Now to build my the team for the US division. So we're going to look at, first of all, I'm going to take JKS. I'm going to take Fallen. Fallen's going to be the AWPer, obviously. JKS is going to be the main carry. And then we're going to move towards Vanity. I really like Vanity. I think he's got quality aim. He's a good clutcher in certain situations. I'm going to take JT as well. I know that JT is an IGL, I already have Fallen, but I was going to put JT as more of a support player. And then I was going to take none other than Elige. Elige as another star player. So with these roles, primary AWP, you'd give that to Fallen. There'd be no reason not to put that to Fallen. Then we're going to look at support. I want to put JT as more of a supportive player. Then we move towards Stat Hunter. Elige always puts up good numbers. JKS doesn't really, to be honest. Headshot Machine. JKS is a headshot machine. Second highest headshot percentage last year. Then what do we have left? Entry Fragger, Leader, Clutch King. I'll move that towards Vanity. Now let's look at our boosters. So we're going to look at top of the scoreboard. That's more likely to be Elige, not going to lie. Then we're going to look at, let's have a look, 30 bomb. That's probably going to be Elige. We've already got our flashes. JT is a very good support player, so we're going to move that towards JT. Consistent. I'm just going to put consistency under JKS. Now let's look at, what's this one? Player confidence rises from Clutch. Obviously give that to Vanity. And then we're going to look at, what do we have left? 30 bomb. I'm going to give that to Fallen. There you go. That's my team. I just remembered I forgot the boosters for the European division. So let's look at Device. Device we're going to give, where's the 30 bomb one? I'm going to give Device that one, 30 bomb. Flusher, going to give him, no, just hold on to that. Flashes, we're going to give Crystal the flashes, he throws a lot of them. Assists, no, hang on. What do we have left? Avengers, top of scoreboard, that's Flusher, put Flusher there. Clutches, give that to Lecro. Because Flusher's more likely, even though I did say Frozen will be the trade kills, that's going to be Frozen. The star player, Flush is more likely to get it. So these are my two teams. I'll think about doing the fantasy more often. Stop here.